welcome back to the Crew Debrief. I'm Nicole. It's another Wednesday, and I have my old reliable Captain and Coke with me today. Ooh, I made that a little strong. I am actually filming this on a Friday because I went out to a brewery today for a friend's birthday and put on some makeup and a cute dress. It just felt really good to be with friends and be outside and enjoy life. This week, I wanted to talk about something that a lot of you have asked me to speak on, and that would be bags going in the overhead compartments. Okay, I don't know what it is, but people go fucking psycho over the overhead compartments and their bags fitting. It's not a plot against you. If we tell you that there's no space left, there's no space left. If there's not room for your giant ass bag that's oversized, that's too heavy, then we're going to gate check it for free, and it's free. Like, what could be worse than something for free? So really, if we tell you there's not a closet, we're not lying to you, but there's only so much overhead bin space. That being said, as a flight attendant, I know you think that we're being really fucking bitchy when we're like, no, I can't help you put your bag up, but we're not. We're actually looking out for ourselves. If I help you with your 60-pound rollerboard bag, if I help you put that up in the overhead bin and I hurt my back, I will not be covered under my airline for unemployment because I am not supposed to be helping you put your bag in the overhead bin. That is a liability on myself, and I'm not trying to be a bitch. Now, obviously there are some cases, say someone has a cast on, or maybe it's somebody who's elderly. Once again, we can always check your bag complimentary. And I know everyone's like, but then you're going to lose it. If it's checked from the door to underneath, there's less of a chance of it being lost because it's not going through the bowels of the airport to get to the airplane. I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm saying it's less of a chance. Be nice to your flight attendant the next time they say, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. I did once have this guy who was around my age, relatively fit, sitting in first class, and he looked at me very disdainfully, and he was like, you have to put my bag up. And I said, no, thank you. He goes, no, it weighs 90 pounds. You have to put my rollerboard up in the overhead bin. 90 pounds? You think my ass goes to the gym, sir? I would be very happy to check that bag for you free of charge. And he would put up a little bitch boy fight. And I was like, I'm not fucking putting your bag in the overhead bin because you packed it 40 pounds overweight. That's on you, dude. Also, and I feel like this is a very important one, just because your boarding pass says 36 Delta does not mean that that is where your bag has to go. Passengers come on board and they look at you like, but this is my seat, but there's no space. I'm like, okay, well, there's a whole empty bin right across the aisle. They're like, no, this is my seat. This is my space. No, actually, that's shared space, and your space is under the seat in front of you. So when you try coming on board with just your book bag and you put that in the overhead bin, that's a real dick move. Your stowage space is the space under the seat in front of you. One time, I was working a flight to Prague. I say that like I do that all the time. That's a very senior trip, and I did that one time. It was me, and then it was 7 other really fucking senior bitches. I mean bitches in a negative way. They were not nice to me at all. So I was helping the galley set up in the back, and one of the women came back, looked at me, and was like, just so you know, someone moved your bag. I was like, what are you talking about? Now, for my airline, we have designated spots that our bags are supposed to go. I had put my bag in the correct stowage space, which unfortunately was not a locking bin. A lot of the times there's a locking bin just for crew, but the one that my bag was designated for was not a locking bin. So this super senior lady was like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I just watched her do it. Well, fuck you. So I go out, and this bitch had literally taken my suitcase that has crew all over it out of the space over top of her seat. She put it in the overhead compartment across the aisle. Fun fact about this particular plane, the inside bins are smaller. So the exterior bins on the outside of the plane are normal size bins, and these ones, the baggage compartments, are smaller. She literally just left my bag haphazardly, like, sticking out. And I walked up and I said, excuse me, who moved my bag? And this lady looked at me and she said, well, I did. And I said, can I ask you why you moved my bag? She goes, well, this is my seat. I said, okay. And she goes, well, there was no space for me to put my bag. And I said, well, according to my airline's policy, this is the spot that my bag is supposed to go. And you do not have the authority to just go ahead and touch it and move it. She goes, well, I paid for this seat. I said, you did, but you did not pay for this overhead bin space, and you will put my bag back where it belongs. So I stood there and I watched her take her bag down, take my bag down, and put it back where it belongs. Now that you have done that, I would be more than happy to help accommodate your bag somewhere else in the cabin. And she was like, well, then it won't be near my seat. And I was like, well, at least you didn't have to gate check it like other people might have to. When I tell you my blood was boiling, we hadn't even shut the cabin door yet. People get on the plane and are like, no, it's all about me. It is not all about you. It is all about all 350 of you and the 8 flight attendants who are running around like chickens with their head cut off trying to get all of your fucking bags on this plane. Stop being dicks. Actually, next week I will tell a story that also happened on this Prague flight that involved an almost arrest. So stay tuned for part 2 that I just thought of right now. Hopefully that helps you the next time you go traveling after COVID is over. But thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. I know that they're over here now. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Cheers.